This is Discovery Africa TV, and I want to welcome a number of my viewers and thousands of you watching this video to this YouTube channel today. Whatever time you're watching it, either on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday, whichever day of the week, whichever time, either the morning, afternoon or evening, depending the region you're watching us from. A big welcome to a number of you watching this video at this moment. So guys, let's talk a little bit of politics and what is happening in Nigeria political space. So if you, as you all know, politically, there are two major political parties now, which is APC and PDP. Just in 2023 presidential election, we saw one third force regarded as Labour Party, which actually joined the movement, and we saw that political party, moving some space, shaking some, some powers. You understand? So when you ask PDP, what is the problem of the country, they will definitely tell you that APC is the problem of the country right now. And if you turn to APC and ask them, what is the problem of the country, they will tell you PDP was in power for several years. So they are to be blamed for all of our issues. And if you turn to some Nigerians, they will tell you Obasanjo is the problem. Some will tell you Musa Yar'Adua is the problem. Some will tell you Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is the problem. Some will even fast forward to tell you that Muhammadu Buhari, yes, that man, that military man, is the problem for all of what he did, for closing the border, and several policies that he did. And fast forward to the current administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a number of Nigerians out there will not cease to keep castigating this man and, putting all blames on him. Most especially the non-forgettable statement he made during his inauguration, subsidy is gone. So from Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, from Olusegun Obasanjo to Musa Yar'Adua to Buhari to Tinubu, we keep seeing several blames upon blames upon blames. And these are many ways we'll be engaging into this video, because the question now is, who exactly will save Nigeria? Who exactly will be our Messiah? Because at some point, a number of Nigerians thought that Muhammadu Buhari is coming to save us from corruption, and several things like that. But at the end of the day, we saw that things doesn't go as expected. And down to the last presidential election, many people count on Peter Obi because they believe he's the man of the people and is ready to serve. Seeing his past record in Anambra, and even from his statement, he has been making us understand that they want to transform Nigeria from consumption to productivity. But as the election we have it, we saw that Bola Ahmed Tinubu actually won the election, of which a number of Nigerians are not happy with it. Yes, some believe that he cheated his way, inec gave him the result. So he actually won the presidency. Now, there is this particular issue on ground, vote buying. If I were to ask, who do you think should be blamed for the issue of vote buying? Is it the politicians or the voters? Because I strongly believe that if all things are equal, if all things are going on well, there won't be any issue called vote buying. Because most of the time, that election day, most voters see it as a cash out day because they believe I'm going to sell my vote for 20,000, for 10,000, for 5,000. Is it because there's no proper education or there's no proper, or some of, I don't just know how to say it. So I will just leave it to the rest of the video to watch, because these are the issues that is affecting our nation and they need to be tracked down. Most especially corrupt leaders that is not ready to leave powers and they are not ready to make good policy. And if we keep casting blame, blaming one political party, blaming one leader, I don't think we can actually solve this problem. So I will leave it to the rest of the video to watch and see all of what people are saying out there. When we talk about inec, there are a lot of issues to be solved. You understand? I will talk about Bvas, or, a number of issues, a number of exposés we've been seeing since Bola Ahmed Tinubu becomes president. Most especially when he was being declared as a president, because they believe we don't deserve him. He doesn't deserve the presidency. inec gave him the presidency. What do you think about this? Let me receive your comment at the comment section and watch the rest of the video.
There's no lesson to learn from Ghana. Everything Ghana did right, we could do them. For example, we have improved in our electoral materials arriving on time. We have improved in managing logistics. We have a much more bankable electoral register, more purified, is that also? In fact, digitalized. So we've got everything right. But what we failed to get right is the fact that our electoral commission is a member of a political party. By essence, you are organizing a political party in a third world country where you are still struggling with digital literacy, where openness, many of us, we don't even know the salary of National Assembly members. Not that they are all thieves, because elsewhere it's uploaded. Expenditure of oversight, you have to upload it. It is receipted. It's not a pocket money. It is money to be spent and verified by the office of oversight office. Many legislators in UK have been sacked because they spent more money, went to Paris, and instead of saying a moderate hotel, they went to a top hotel, or they gave money to their girlfriends or family members. Many honorable members in America are being prosecuted for campaign expenditure. People donated money, and those money are found through your family lineage. So it tells you a story that those people have better transparency. Still, they do not appoint partisan people into electoral body. So we give the president the power to appoint his brothers, his party members, his loyalists, and we expect that the day of counting, after the votes are counted, they will report it accurately, or they will not switch off the server. So please, let's be very clear. We would have had a perfect election in 2023. We didn't have it because the INEC chairman and his members basically rigged the election. I have said it, APC didn't rig the election, INEC rigged it.
We will be shouting and screaming like idiots, as if we don't know that it was our money the idiot stole to spend with his own family. When they take him in for maybe profiling, of course, because we have created a bailable situation where places like China, India, and other nations that are very serious with Saudi Arabia don't even tolerate graft. Some of them, they'll say, go and do mercy killing. Some of them, they'll cut off their hand. Some of them, they will kill them. Some of them will commit suicide. We have said it's bailable. Then we will bail a thief in a nation like ours that we all agree that we have issues. The next thing is Ashwebi. The strong men will go and gather Ashwebi in the most shameful, unacceptable manner, and we have accepted it. So if we don't have the conversation of this alternative, how will we now start changing? Yes, it's very convenient. We can say, yes, Bola Tinubu, the president, is the problem. But we said Buhari was the problem too. We said Jonathan was the problem too. We said Buhari was the problem too. What's the matter now? Yaradua was the problem. We said Obasanjo was the problem. Okay, please. We have come to you now to tell you parties have been bringing you people that you may not like, have not served you well. We have returned it back to the people now. Go back to your villages, your wards, your local government, your states, your zone. Find those people you know are interested in the welfare of the majority. Throw their name up and leave the remaining to us, God Almighty, and you the people. If a man wins presidency with 8-point-something million votes, that's the votes that was allocated to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's his number. And we have 93 million registered PVC. Do you know what will happen if only half of them turned up to rescue us? All this one they are shooting, they are making, it is because we are not determined. How many people soldier go kill? How many people soldier go kill? Hey, una go kill us tire. Hey, una go kill us tire. Hey, una go kill us tire. Amen. But that is if you are not the only one singing the song on that day. That is if villages are turning up. Boats are turning up. Mama is turning up. But when they see the numbers, they go run. The people that are being used, are they not our children? Are they not our brothers and sisters? They themselves like as our country, they. So before you are calling somebody to come and help me destroy the political process for election day. When we have all agreed that this is the person we want to put forward, what will be your gain in that? That you want this country to be poor perpetually? You want our people to be due? Have you gone to the far corners of the country? There are locations in Nigeria today, I kid you not. The vegetable they are eating there now is grass in this country. If there is insurgency in the north and they cannot go to the farm, please, who wrote us in the south a letter that it is not our own responsibility to farm and now feed the north? For the number of years the north has been feeding us. Where did we get that arrogance that we don't have to produce food at all our own land is to be selling it for who want to build hotel, who want to build house? We don't go farm, we don't go job. Yes? Without siding them. Right now you see, they have said more money is going to local government hands. Is it Bola Tinubu that will come and jump from Abuja and come and help to supervise somebody in Obobo local government, for God's sake? So the duty and the role and the place of the citizen is far more important than the role and the place of whoever is calling himself a leader. Did we not finish Buhari? 8 years no finish. Not be down in there now. So why would you be afraid of the person that is sitting down there today? He never. He not finish. If he didn't there, he not finish. Gentlemen, we have played like kids for too long. I feel extremely bitter, especially when I see what's going on in Rivers. And I'll tell you why. The same set of human beings who were saying he is the God, he is the Alpha, he is the Omega, they would not want to see Fubara. Fubara is too young, Fubara is too small. He was fighting them to install him. I am not saying he is right, but I'm asking you, do you not even feel a little bit of a need to vomit when it is the same people now that are carrying Fubara as if they were the one that nurtured him in the cradle? And that's where they go. If God gives us the opportunity to roll it forward, if God gives you 1 time, that's God. If He gives you 2 times, that's God. These same people again will come and start telling us, Fubara is bad, Fubara is this, after the act. And the citizens go grieve. So that is what we want to talk. We have not come here with pre-harvested solutions. May not be said, we not reach the decision together. As for platform, party, hey, now because chicken where they lay egg, yes, they pay now. Now because, okay, let's even bring all the parties. We may go, am I not the PDP man? Do I agree that our party is bad? No. You can blame us for what you blame us for, but there are things you can also praise us for, but that's for another day. If tomorrow morning, all of us carry our eyes look like this, say, oh, you like the PDP no one may get candidate. We not go find who want to get candidates. They tell you say that by force make the other one person if you win. How many days ago did they just tell us APC? APC there for 1999. APC started there for 2011. Now just before 2014, 2015, they started APC. They don't they do 9 going to 10 years. So why can't it be any of the parties if they are serious? So long as you all go and I don't bring me a candidate I like. Go and bring us the candidate you want. When we go back to the parties and go and talk to them, I guarantee you, out of the 18 political parties in the country, there will be one that the people there have got common sense. And then we will retire those ones that are thinking it is their birthright to be misbehaving in the country and nothing will happen. Then they will know that something will happen. A nation that is practicing democracy like ours must from time to time review what it's doing, especially when the noise in the country reflects that people are a little bit unhappy and they are frustrated with reform of the government. If you are in a democracy and people are not turning up to vote, notwithstanding the fact that they've collected their PVC, you need to go back to them to find out why and beg them that they don't lose faith in democracy. You need to figure out, how do we discuss to ourselves? Are we going to agree that vote buying and vote selling is the future of the country, and is it going to be perpetually the future? We need to go back and discuss to people. Then the opposition, those of us that are not in the ruling party, there's a need for us to come together and harmonize thoughts. We can't be a nation that interprets opposition responsibility to mean encouraging chaos or demarketing the country. You can have an alternative viewpoint that you put on the table. You can market that viewpoint without necessarily saying that nothing is good in your country, because all the nations of the world are in a state of some kind of struggle. Some of them are dealing with terrible things. America, for example, just had a significant part of Macedonia burnt down. Who are they going to call on? Some of them are even at war. Russia and Ukraine is in war. You saw the other day, just the Prime Minister of Canada had to step down. So you see that the world is going through so much. We can now not be in Nigeria and not understand that there's a need for us to go back and re-engage the conversation of democracy. And it is in that kind of thinking that we started this movement, which is a pan-opposition movement. Anybody and everybody, irrespective of your party, let's come and have this conversation. What kind of leaders do you want? Who do you need? What are you looking for? How do you beg your people to be a little bit more involved in the business of democracy? How do you ensure that your people can understand what their civic responsibility is, and how do we hold government to account in a sensible way? We have enough problems in our country. We do not need to add to it under the guise of, the type of thing that has been going on. So it's basically to get us to change attitude, to get us to change way, and to encourage ourselves to beg our citizens to still keep faith with democracy. If you look all around us, you will see that most countries are even beginning to lose their democracy. Nigeria has lost its own. Some other countries have lost theirs. We don't want that kind of thing to happen here.
Okay, sir. Apparently, what you've described is like an amalgamation of parties coming together for maybe looking for a way to move the country forward.
Absolutely.
Is this like a forerunner, or will I say, some kind of forerunner to a future coalition of, say, the PDP, the Labour Party, NNPP for 2027?
You see, like I tell people all the time, 2027 is both near and far. It is near to the extent that we can be engaging the citizens of the country. It is far to the extent that we can't be getting into the details of what. If we desire, say for instance, to change the personality that is in the villa, we will not look for somebody that is better. Are we going to have an assumption that our country has become musical chair, that anybody and everybody can just come and be demanding to be president when they don't even understand what the issues that they have to contend with on one side? Also, are we going to say the only basis for the conversation of this country will be tribalism? Would it then be right to say that we're not going to have this conversation in a way that others can say, okay, this is the reason, these are the things we're looking for, this is the kind of character we are finding, these are the solutions we're looking for, and then if need be, we'll look for who can fit it. And it's good, listen, it's also possible that we may find out that the person in charge is actually even the best for now. We must be able to come to a rational conclusion that way. And if we are going to find somebody, the earlier we start searching for the character that will lead us. We need quality people in the Senate. We need quality people in the House of Representatives. If the Senate and the reps, the legislature, if they had been alive to their duties, you will see that we don't even need to be criticizing the president more, because that's their job. They are the ones that have the duty of oversight function. They have the responsibility of appropriation. They have the responsibility of calling the governor and calling his ministers and getting them to get the job done. But what do we have? Before everybody will be screaming, we are now in one-party state. We are now in one-party state without doing their own part. And the political parties themselves, they need to reform. You can't be a worse version of the party you want to remove from power and expect the Nigerian people to be inspired. You must have to inspire yourself from the inside, deliver the type of things that the Nigerian people can say, okay, something new is happening here. It's what a need to do hope. And it's dangerous because up till now, almost all the citizens in Nigeria, based on the fact that they came and said they wanted to do change, then they said they are doing hope, then they said they are doing the new hope, and yet more and more of our people are feeling frustrated.
So we're expecting a coalition.
We will expect whatever it is that we decide is the way forward. I said it is too early in the day to determine What precisely? It may be difficult to call it a coalition. It may be a home call to one of the platforms, the one we consider most strong. That may be the answer, but you cannot be looking for a solution and then be claiming that you already have the answers even before you finish the interrogation. Thank you.
Okay, in your visit to almost all the regions
Yes.
in the country, what can you say about people's interest to get this reawakening that you are calling for? Are you confident that the people are interested in getting it right and joining the alternative to search for better leaders?
Except for the fact that the people are afraid and they don't really know the extent of power they have by being allowed to be in a democracy. I think they are getting the message. If you brought us to election day and we go to the field at the polling unit and everybody that has a PVC from that polling unit turns up, whatever decision they take, then that's our decision. But if a lot of them are playing football, some are just acting like it does not concern them, then what are we going to do with the outcome? So, before we continue to complain and complain and complain and complain, we are telling the citizens, get involved now. Be the change we want. Be the leaders we are searching for. Be the people that will even join political parties. You can't leave the political parties to charlatans and then be surprised that they are producing the types of people they are producing. If you empty yourself into the party, you will have the numbers to reflect things. How come in Nigeria today, we are running a country that has not accepted that the world has left this idea that women will not have bigger roles in politics? How can we have women becoming CEO of banks? Nobody has come to complain to us that they cannot administer the place. And ordinary Senate is a big thing. Rep is a big thing. Even in political parties, the only position they seem to have reserved is woman leader. Is it that only woman leader job is what women can do? Did we give birth to daughters, send them to school, give them opportunities in this country so that we will not even allow them? These are the kinds of rigorous conversation we're having. At the right time, we'll see how well people are. We have a website already. It's drilled down to states. People are not forced, but people should just join. Our hope is that now we have come to the South here. A leader will emerge here. We'll give him the responsibility to be leading the alternative here, because we can never know who is good here unless the people that are from here. And that's what we're doing all over the country, and we're getting a lot of traction. And we are hopeful.